Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we can't hear you.
Still we couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll get the. Okay. I've just changed the audio. Can someone confirm if you can hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Om
Prabhuji.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, welcome to our today's systematic study of Vedic scriptures. In that we are in the ultimate chapter, the 18th chapter, which is teaching us what is sannyas yoga. Sannyas yoga, as in the last weeks, we appreciate the importance of detachment from this hustle and bustle that is around us, that we created ourselves. Sometimes it's created by others. But where is this taking us is depending on what kind of activities we do. As workers, yeah, last week we discussed about working in the mode of passion, goodness, ignorance. What kind of activities are there? What kind of charity? I mean, so many things we have discussed, and we'll continue to understand what Krishna is telling to Arjuna as a conclusion, so that he can act upon all the information in hand. Yeah. So we continue from verse 29, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Adhira Prabhu, someone can confirm. As far as I know, it should be 29. Okay, but anyway, let's start. And yeah, because we will be anyway covering, as these topics are correlated, we will anyway come to this. 1 second, 29. Okay. Okay, who would like to read? Are you able to see the screen?
Hare Krishna, Roji. Yes, Roji, we can see the screen.
Okay. Someone would like to read? Maybe Pratik Prabhu.
Maybe I'll read Prabhuji. Buddhir Vedam Dhritaschaiva Gunantastrividam Srunu Prochamanam Asesena Pratakvena Tanam Dhananjaya, O winner of wealth, now please listen as I tell you in detail of the different kinds of understanding and determination according to the three modes of material nature. Perfect. Now, after explaining knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower in three different divisions according to the modes of material nature, the Lord is explaining the intelligence and determination of the worker in the same way. Hare Krishna.
Sudama Prabhu, you are in muted.
Yeah. I'm just arranging things which are disturbing the screen. Okay. So, okay, who's next? Maybe we would like to read one more.
Hare Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
प्रवृत्तिं च निर्वृत्तिं च कार्यकर्य भय बन्धं मोक्षं च य वेत्ति बुद्धि स पार्थ पार्थ satviki. O son of Partha, that understanding of by which one knows what ought to be done and what ought not to be done, what is to be feared and what is to be not to be feared, what is binding and what is liberating, is in the mode of goodness. Purport. Performing actions in terms of the directions of the scriptures is called parvritti, or executing actions that deserve to be performed, and actions which are not so directed are not to be performed. One who does not know the scriptural directions becomes entangled in the actions and reactions of work. Understanding which discriminates by intelligence is situated in the mode of goodness. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So let's see the previous verse. Thanks, Pratik Prabhu. In this 29, is saying Buddhir Bhedam. Buddhir Bhedam means the differences in intelligence, Rides Chaiva. In the last verses, it is described about knowledge, right? After explaining the knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the doer. So, what is to be done, yeah, and who is doing and what is he doing is divided into three kinds of activities based by because there are three kinds of modes of material nature. The Lord is explaining intelligence and determination of the worker in the same way. So now we will understand. I think Pratik Prabhu, you were asking day before yesterday, right? Intelligence, about ego, about mind. Yeah, here we can see how to understand the maturity or purity of intelligence. That's what we can see here. Here it said, Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karya bhaya bhaya bandham moksham cha ya veti buddhi sa pata satviki. Satviki, what is that is in the mode of goodness, is that understanding. Intelligence comes, yeah, when we're talking about understanding. It's not just mugging up and it's not just doing if someone is telling to do, or it's not that. Intelligence is something, a factor of thoroughly understanding, which also can be said is related to realization. Yeah. We cannot understand without realizing it. Or the other way, we cannot realize without understanding. Why these both go hand in hand? The little what we understand, through that what we experience is called realization. And with that realization, what we start understanding, little is understanding. So these are very interrelated. And here Lord Shri Krishna is saying the understanding by which one knows what to be done, what not to be done. What is the pravritti marga, what is nivritti marga? Pravritti marga means performing actions in terms of direction of scriptures is called pravritti. Hmm? And or executing actions that deserve to be performed. Yeah, when we are referring to the scriptures, when we see, um, yeah, one should follow certain standards when we say about archa seva, when we are serving the deities in the temple. Archana, yeah, it's not just like we can do whatever we want. Of course, sometimes someone may say it's a bhava that is that matters. It's not about the following the scriptures. But if that is the case, why the scriptures are there? Mm. Especially the scriptures which are not man-made. Definitely, Lord has given a guidance, yeah, in the form of these scriptures. And why? Pravritti means activities that are conducive for development. And how can that happen is when we are following the scriptures. When we do not follow the scriptures, then yeah, we ourselves are at loss. Uh, in the real sense here, we should understand what is pravritti marga and what is nivritti marga very nicely. Pravrittim cha, nivrittim cha. So in both the cases, a person who is in the mode of goodness, he is doing well. Yeah. One second. Okay. So and then and actions which are not so directed are not to be performed. What are not supposed to be done should not be done. And one who does not know the scriptural directions become entangled in the actions and reactions of work. Understanding, yeah, we are talking about understanding, intelligence. Understanding which discriminates by intelligence is situated in the mode of goodness, which means when we are understanding with the right intelligence, not manipulated intelligence. Sometimes we come across these situations where we, for our selfish interest or other selfish interest, we kind of manipulate our intelligence, the way we see things. We, yeah, sometimes we prefer not to know the full story, or sometimes we prefer not to tell the full story. Yeah, all this, and due to which what happens is the outcome is the understanding which is immature understanding. And here that is coming because I mean, yeah, when we talk about next we'll see, but understanding which discriminates by intelligence is topmost, which means we are understanding not just without um, using our intelligence. Yeah, so we should engage ourselves in really, especially when things are very sensitive. We should make sure that, yeah, we should ourselves come to the platform of goodness. So for that, what is the principle? We don't just share our opinion. We don't just do whatever we want. Yeah, for example, if one is a seeker, he is doing that, and sometimes he's successful, sometimes he's not successful. With the seeker hat, how much can we really seek? Yeah, the scientists are all around the world seeking so many things. Yeah, in fact, it's not only the scientists who are so great who is seeking. There are so many seekers. What are they doing? They are discovering everything, how to do things. What are how they're using the intelligence, isn't it? Yeah, they are using the intelligence. Okay, I have this thing, and how to bring these two things together, and then oh, it's a discovery or an invention, not even discovery, an invention. Yeah, not everyone is applying for patents, not everyone is writing what do you call this, white papers, or submitting the conferences, no, but there's so many. Yeah, if you see, one need not go through all this PhD high level education to really make sense. There are so many things that are making sense, and one is just going, he's not interested to make a brab of it. He's just using his intelligence and executing that so that he can uh, progress, so he can just go on with his life. So here intelligence is to be rightly used is very important. Sri Ramanujacharya is saying, Pravritincha is actions performed under the auspice of dharma or righteousness. Yeah, righteousness is something we need to know. How can we know? We can't sit under the apple tree and then apple is falling, then all of a sudden we get this dharma coming and sitting in. We have to take time, we have to cultivate this habit of learning, lifelong learning. It's not going to end. I think, I don't know who was that recently, we were asked, should we really do all this all lifelong? Yes, there is so much to know. There is already so much to know. And yeah, and then at least we should take to the main principles of dharma and apply them in our life so that we are improving. If there are uh, in a, on there are so many who are highly intellectual. What is the value of intellect? When we tell about intelligence, intellect is not a matter of how much have we been successful academically. Intellect is actually using the intelligence to solve our basic problems. Intelligence is not how to manage at workplace, how to manage our agendas. That is not intelligence. Intelligence is actually to come to the platform of simplicity where we are leading a life through which we can advance. Uh, so Srila Ramanujacharya is saying actions are to be performed in what? According to the dharma. And then what is nivritimcha? Nivritti marg is also, yeah, pravritti marg is there where you are following things what the scriptures are saying, uh, and nivritti is to refrain from actions opposed to dharma. uh, and by following nivritti marg you attain liberation. Why? Because you are not entangled yourself. Whereas pravritti marga there is still a risk. I don't know if Venimada Prabhu long ago he asked, Prabhuji, is Pravritti Marg suitable? Is Pravritti Marg to be avoided at all expenses, and only Nivritti Marg is the solution? Well, Pravritti Marg is, if you understand the topmost essence of Pravritti Marg is to appreciate the devotion towards the Lord, to practice devotional service, that is Pravritti Marga. Yeah, that brings one to the platform of not just avoiding what we should not do, but doing what we should do. And Nivritti Marga is actions that we shouldn't do anyway, and we should be careful not to do them. There are so many. Yeah, how do we know now? Yeah, it's not just we go to a UNESCO or United Nations and ask them. Yeah, or we now, oh come on, we are coming from Indian background, our roots are in India, we are Bharatavarsha, let's take the roots and read Manu Samhita, then we are lost. There are so many. Yeah, if you take what is that? I was reading Garuda Puran. Uh, any Puranas are giving so many what we should do, what we should not do. And after some time, you start thinking, hey, is it really practical in this time and age where we are living? Is there any other way to overcome our struggle of existence? Yeah, we come to that point when we are reading so many rules and regulations. In fact, when we read so many guidelines, we usually tend, okay, yeah, like yesterday we were discussing about the role of women. Why is it so? Like, yeah, when we talk so many rules and regulations, people don't like it because people always want to have freestyle way of living, freedom, and also especially no suppression, no exploitation, all these things, isn't it? So rules and regulations people don't accept by themselves until they understand what is the purpose of it. And to understand the purpose of it, one has to hear from mm, the acharyas, what they are saying, why are they saying, how we should act. All these things can help us how to deal, how to. This is all is called intelligence, buddhi. This is intelligence, and in intelligence, then we know what is the real spirit of pravritti marga, what is the real spirit of nivritti marga. And karya akarya is knowing what is appropriate according to time, place, circumstances, whether adhering to pravritti marga or nivritti, both are fine. But karya akarya means time, place, and circumstance also play a role, which is a refined intelligence. Intelligence is anyway to know and to understand and to know when is also very important. Bhaya abhaya is fear stemming from not adhering to injunctions, and fearlessness is by observing the ordinance of Vedic scriptures. Then bandha, which is sansara or enslavement in we are thinking we are enslaved. It's not only women, men also think we are enslaved. Yeah, in that way, kids are thinking we are enslaved. In that way, we see that the elderly aged people are thinking they are enslaved. Why? Because this world where we are living is itself a program way of enslavement for what we have um, deserved. Because when the freedom is there, we didn't value the freedom so much. When enslavement is there, then we start struggling. And then moksha is a liberation from material existence and release from sansar. So Lord is affirming the essentials of those whose buddhi or intelligence is situated in sattva gun, as only they have the ability to realize these points. uh. So this I like. So to understand, it summarizes how disciplined, how regulated our life should be. How regulated our life should be, and again, a regulation, lack of intelligence means our own buddhi cannot take us to a long, um, for a long time to greater success. Why? Because just a moment, this is what is the nature of a Kanishta Adhikari. Kanishta Adhikari, yeah, okay, fine, let me. No, he can't. Madhyama Adhikari stage is to really understand, and how can he understand? Not by interfering not interfering, what do you call this? Yeah, this comes from the encryption methodology, where you ingest, there is a message, and then you manipulate it as a third party, and then that goes to the destination. So in that process, what is happening is that we are manipulating the message that has to come to us as it is. So we have to be careful with that. In fact, Keshav Kashmiri ji, he is saying that uh, there is he Krishna begins by describing one situated in Sattva Guna by explaining that buddhi or intellect that correctly determines the righteous path of action, which accomplishes three of the four goals of human existence. What is that? Dharma, Artha, Kama. These three are there. For these three also, one should be in the mode of goodness. Otherwise, there is no chance. One is acquiring Lakshmi, one is earning a lot, but if he is only interested in sense gratification, Kama is just a lust that is carried away. Dharma, if one is not in the mode of goodness, he may know all these things, but he is just acting in the mode of passion. Knowing and doing is different. By the time it comes to doing, he is already influenced by the mode of passion. It doesn't work. Then, um, what did I say? Knowing, uh, doing, yeah, and then dharma, artha, and dharma, artha, yeah, earning. Earning is anyway misused. Kama, the desires are um, creative ideas. Yeah, after all, so many people, every kid can have a creative idea. Yeah, you just sit with a kid and ask, hey, what do you think about it? He can also come with some creative ideas. Uh, So that is innate in us to have this creativity, but is this in the mode of goodness? A kid, we can take a case, what do you call this? Study. We can study, take a bunch of kids, and then you can see there. That's how the gurus in Gurukula used to understand the nature of the kid, and accordingly, oh, he is a Vaishya, he is a Kshatriya, he is a Brahmana, not by birth, by the qualities. That means the qualities are influencing one's activity, but it on the strength of knowledge and developing the right intelligence and understanding, one can lead a successful religious life. And Keshav Kashmiri ji is saying, fear is not known, is knowing what is to be done, and fearless is knowing what is to be done according to time, place, and circumstance. So here both the sampradayas are saying the importance of time factor. So, but what intelligence do I have to know what is the right time, right circumstance, right place? That comes by following Guru, because Guru is in that um, stage who is not who is called a dhira, because he is not disturbed by things that are happening, and we take shelter of such a guru. And when we are taking shelter of such a guru, what is happening is we also develop such qualities, maybe not in full, but at least in some. We appreciate the value of such qualities that inspire us to practice them. Hmm? So, in summary, here we can see Srila Prabhupada is saying, one who does not know the scriptural directions become entangled in the actions and reactions of work. This is what in the next two verses we will read here. I'm sharing the screen. If someone would like to read. Any questions so far? Or we can discuss together after this. That's also. Okay. Who is in the call? Maybe Makarand Prabhu. 31. Or today we will unlock Anumataji. Let's see. Anumataji, can you read? First you try to unmute. It doesn't work. Okay. I don't know. I think there is still some technical issue. Sagar Prabhu.
Yes.
18. Yeah. 1831.
Yeah. Okay. No, in Hindi only. Prabhuji. Yeah. Yaya dharma madharmacha karya chakarya mevacha ayathavat ayathavat prajanati buddhihi sa bharda rajasi. Yeah. O son of translation, O son of Bharda, that understanding which cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion, between action that should be done and action that should not be done, is in the mode of passion.
Yeah. That is the only thing. There is no further purport because it is summarized here.
Okay.
Would you like to continue?
Yeah. Give me just 1 second. Sorry. Just 1 second. Its next one is 1832, right? Okay. Adharmam dharmamiti ya manyate Tamasavruta sarvartha niparitanschа buddhihi sa tamasi. And then the translation, that understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion under the spell of illusion and darkness and strives always in the wrong direction. Of Bharda is in the mode of ignorance. purport. Intelligence in the mode of ignorance is always working the opposite of the way it should. It accepts religions which are not actually religions and rejects actual religion. Men in ignorance understand a great soul to be a common man and accept a common man as a great soul. They think truth to be untruth and accept untruth as truth. In all activities, they simply take the wrong path. Therefore, their intelligence is in the mode of ignorance.
Yeah, thanks, Agar Prabhu.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So helps us to get closer to understand our intelligence, right? To understand our understanding, we can see yaya dharmam adharmam cha karyam eva cha ayatavat prajaniti prajanati buddhi sapata rajasi. So it's not a wonder to realize that, yeah, how are we matured ourselves with our intelligence. Here, sometimes, yeah, we can brag ourselves that, yes, I am very dharmic. Yeah, sometimes we see, right, some people are coming and telling, you know what, I go to temple, I do that, I go to a charitable organization, I do this. Is it not this? This is what is the essence, this is what is in the scriptures, let's do that. But in what intention and what mood? Yeah, we can see in the basis of these three verses, it says that understanding which cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion. Sometimes, though we are quoting religion or the scriptures, sometimes we do not know the true essence, and then we are doing something not that. So he is not able to understand what is right, what is wrong, or what is truth and what is not truth. Between action that should be done and action that should not be done. So a person who is just what do you call this? Very passionate. Sometimes he loses the power of discriminating uh, what is the right right um, right purpose, or no doesn't understand the right way to use the scripture. One can still quote scriptures, yeah, or one may not even find, he may not understand whether is he doing right on the name of religion, um, or not doing the right on the name of irreligion. So he's lost. Sometimes this is some classic example is niyamagraha. Niyamagraha means not doing what one should do. Yeah, but one is quoting scriptures, one is still referring to scriptures, so he has not understood what is the right way of understanding and dealing. Yeah, so that is the condition. So buddhi is very important, and but buddhi, yeah, Pratik Prabhu, we were discussing, right? Buddhi is covered by what? By the modes of nature. And when buddhi is working in the mode of goodness, we see what previously we discussed, then he has the discrimination. But when buddhi is covered because of mode of passion or ignorance, here in this verse it's about passion, he is unable to discern between the two types of dharma. uh, and given so he is thinking dharma adharma, come on, what does it really matter? And then he creates his own dharma, kaitava dharma, kaitava dharma is coming not because the Lord has given, no, it is man-made dharma. So many dharmas come, okay, you know what, we are living, let us live harmoniously, let's not hurt each other, let not harm no, these are already anyway there in the Vedas. One can just take shelter of Vedas and then also they can do it, but no, they are not able to come to that platform because they have the passion of seeing self-interest. For the self-interest, they can manipulate religion. Yeah, that's why some religions have the splits. Then yeah, let's do like this. No, 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 I will not do like that. I am protesting you. Uh, you are too orthodox. Yeah. In that way, there are so many divisions. Why? Because or classic recently I am referring is the political situation in Germany. Of course, it's not so different from any other countries. Yeah, we can see that initially there were only few major parties, but now there are so many parties, and every party is interesting to common people because every party is representing one or the other common agendas of a common man, and people are voting, and in the end there is no clear majority. Why this clear majority is not there? Because people are not ready to cooperate, even the leaders are not ready to cooperate. That's why there are so many parties. All this is coming from what? Not following religion. Not understand. The intelligence is gone. Intelligence doesn't come with just a bhava. I have the feeling for care of others. No, one also has to be thoroughly trained. The training is missing. The training is missing. It's not only the emotions, it is the intelligence, it is the ability in a leader that he can really do. And yeah, so this is what Ramanujacharya is also saying, that yeah, one should, if one is in the mode of passion, he is lost, he doesn't know what to do. He's 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 not in a position to say what should be done, what not should be done. That is the situation. And then what about yeah, Srila Madhvacharya is also saying deviation in the performance of prescribed Vedic activities or concocting additions to them is against the injunctions of Vedic scriptures. This is what, when we are talking about man-made religion, they're saying, hey, they will quote from the scripture. Yeah, who was that? Zakir Naik, who's a famous Islam extremist. I think you all know him. You might have heard his interviews or stage shows. I would call in that. Yeah, he would say, you know what? In Hindu Dharma, there is a clear indication that one should eat meat. Yeah, there is in Manu Samhita, there is this description what one should eat, one should not. All these things he is quoting the scriptures. Yeah, this Rig Veda is telling that, that Veda is telling this, and all these things. And then he creates his own philosophy, supporting. Yes, see, there are bits and pieces which are actually telling the whole. Now I'm creating that whole philosophy, which means one can eat meat. One should eat meat. Lord didn't say not to eat meat. Lord really, because in Islamic understanding, Lord has provided everything for eating. And how can you support? You just have you heard this niti? What is this niti? Ardha Kukkuta niti. Anyone heard that? Yeah, taking this golden egg hen or duck, yeah, which is giving a golden egg. The farmer thought, oh, it is so nice. I am having golden eggs, but it's also eating so much. Let me cut it. So take only that part what I wanted. Uh, Half knowledge is dangerous, and especially that is the reason. Yeah, was it Satish Prabhu? the 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 horror of AI. We see how much it is. Yeah, and we are trying to uh, pacify a giant beast. Yeah, now because yeah, very easily it can go out of our control, and now yeah, I don't know where was it that people were saying in 3 years, 4 years, yeah, AI can, yeah, can become, uh, may not have any future. Yeah, let me put that way. And of course, yeah, AI, why will they sit idle? They will have their own ways. Yeah, 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 we know that. Yes, this is the problem. Yeah, I think when nuclear fission experiments were successful, the idea was not to make nuclear weapons, yeah, but was mainly for nuclear energy. Yeah, but what happened? So things slowly, when they go into the hands of people who are in the mode of passion, they don't care there is a religion or irreligion. They don't care whether it is right or wrong. What they do is only for their own benefit. That's what it is saying. Deviation in performance of prescribed Vedic activities uh, means deviating, means shortcuts or making manipulated understanding of it, or concocting additions to them means, yeah, we should also do this, we can also do this. Now let's compromise the quality of Vedic scriptures. All this is done by one who is in the mode of passion. They along with abstaining from from performing prescribed Vedic activities, are undeniably situated in Rajoguna, the mode of passion. Hmm. So here, that is the state where we are living. We are running here and there like headless chickens. Why? Because we just think, oh, that is burning, that is burning. Oh, I want to. We have no clue. Why? Because we have not taken shelter of the scriptures in a proper way. Didn't train properly. I don't know the AI how it is trained. Yeah, yeah. The other day when we were. Gathering some details, it was, oh, come on, yeah, can you imagine a bio of one person and the photo of another person together said this is the summary. Yeah, and whatever in the past, I don't know, sometimes maybe Google is better because Google search, when you're doing, you are left with your little intelligence to really spend more time to really understand the whole page, the context, everything. And now you have an agent, you have an assistant, you have who is doing that. What is the guarantee that it is what? How much can we trust? अधर्म धर्म इति या मन्यते तमसावृता सर्वार्थान विपरीतांश्च बुद्धि सा पार्थ तामसी. Okay, then what about the people in the ignorance? The problem is we are not even understanding what it means to be ignorant because the country's literacy rate is increasing, isn't it? Yeah, every country is trying very hard that they can become advanced. Yeah, that's why schools are mandatory. Not only schools are mandatory, but education quality we are improving. Yeah, we have new curriculum. We have so much that, yeah, the world has seen, learned so much, and all this again is mm, fed to the academic curriculum so that the kids are up to date. But why are the activities still done which are not favorable? Which are in the mode of passion and ignorance. So the ignorance is means one who is not understanding what is the value of scriptures, what is the purpose of scripture, why one should take shelter of scripture, nothing, no knowledge about it. That understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion means no discrimination. No, not even no discrimination. If I tell you do like this, the person says, why? No, I shouldn't do like that, I will do like this. Even if a sadhu is coming and he is telling how to attain universal peace, a, a, a foolproof, successful formula, there are so many people who will challenge, saying, no, I think no. Why? Under the spell of illusion and darkness, and strives always in the wrong direction. So why? Because he has to enjoy. He is saying that this material world is to smoke. This material world is to get intoxicated. This material world, or this world where I'm living, this is my paradise. This is a place where I am supposed to enjoy with my own. Don't disturb. What is it called? D and D. Do not disturb. Yeah. Whenever we go to a hotel, usually there are these small um, what do you call this, markers or slides that we can put on the door saying, hey, do not disturb. And if you go to a conference hall, usually there is a guy who is guarding that no one can just jump in and disturb. There's so much people who are fully busy in not to be disturbed, not to be disturbed. They have no clue what are they stopping. There is a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu movement spreading, and then there are these, please don't disturb us. Yeah, don't come, don't give us your books, don't give us your philosophy. What is that? People do not want to practice religion because they think that religion is not um, um, not the right thing for them. And yeah, that is in the mode of ignorance. Men in the purport Prabhupada is saying intelligence in the mode of ignorance is always working the opposite of the way it should be. It accepts religions which are not actually religion, hmm, which and rejects actual religion. There are so many examples, isn't it? It's not like something new. We can see so many. What do you call this? Communism. If you see, communism is always in the spirit of objecting any religious way of living. Uh, and foolish sometimes are in, for example, we can see in India, in the name of secular, we are also in one way following what is it? Communism. The only difference is in communism you can't worship at all. Yeah, in secularism you can worship, but we don't have anything to do with it. It's up to you. We don't protect you. We don't have anything. Why? Because the nation, they think that, oh, following religion is irreligious or adharmic. Yeah, why? Because the nation's interest is to protect dharma, but they don't know what is dharma. Men in ignorance understand a great soul to be a common man and accept a common man as a great soul. How foolish we are, that we think, hey, he's going to bring something to us and we just promote him to a role. And what can happen is that, oh, he turns out to be another what do you call, showpiece? What is it? What are these glasses that are glass bottles that are used in the bars and restaurants which are empty? Showpiece, no. Yeah, you see nice glasses, glass bottles of different shapes and colors, yeah, on a racks, or even people have opened their own bars at homes, right? You have your own small place where you have bottle, a collection of empty bottles or from different brands and different styles. Yeah, what is there inside? Nothing. Show off. Show off. Yeah, when you really trust such a show off business, we are repeatedly cheated. Yeah, one politician is coming, then he goes, another politician comes, he goes. Why this is happening? Because we have not taken care to understand who is the right person who can really uh, do good. They think truth to be untruth and accept untruth as truth. This means people are not in a position to appreciate the truth. Why? Because they are covered. They are, or they don't even care what is truth. Ah, okay. Why should I know all these things? Mm, I let me be busy in my own business. My business is most important. Yeah. So when there is this prachar, when there is a prachar, out of 10 people who are doing the prachar of their own candidates, how do I know who is right, who is wrong? Come on, it's not my headache. My headache is to make sure my day to day goes as smooth as possible, as successful as possible. Yeah. And but because lack of intelligence, what he thinks, what is nicely sugar coated or what is nice, soft and sweet, those things are appealing to us, isn't it? And then we just vote. And when we vote them or when we support them, what is happening? They get on ahead, and then, oh, then we see, hey, we come to this point that there is no use of any politician because any politician is still a political drama and I don't want to be part of it. But I just want to carry out my work as it is without getting into these things. I will not vote for anyone, but whoever comes, let me serve them. That too, why? Because I have to continue my service. I have to do my work. Yeah. No. Yeah, we can see what happened when King Vena was misusing his power. Then there was this his ministers, sages. They came, they changed, they corrected. The same thing in the case of uh, Dhananand. Yeah, I remember the name. Dhananand is the Magad king at that time, where he was having all the um, all immersed in his own intoxicated, materialistic, passionate life, and people were suffering, and so much suffering that he didn't even care. He wanted to change them for do something good for them. Yeah, and when the king himself is not good, then his representatives are also corrupted, and then the Brahman community had to come forward to change the things. A revolution is not a bad thing when it's really needed, because in the end we have to protect the dharma. But but in Kali Yuga, the pity thing is we don't even know what is dharma. We are just hearing bits and pieces from here and there, and we think that okay, this is dharma. Of course, we are not going to ordinary people, right? They are very great people, but how much are they aware about everything? Yeah. So, yeah, we are creating a dangerous world of living, where we anyway have to live, but we are making it more and more dangerous for us to live. And then we think, oh, no, no, no. A person who is in the mode of goodness, or a person is thinking I am in the mode of goodness. But here the scriptures are saying very clearly, if one is not having such a clarity of discrimination, he is in the mode of ignorance. Huh? That understanding which considers religion to be religion and religion to be religion under the spell of illusion and darkness. Now, the question can come, how can I clear this illusion or darkness? Anyway, if it comes, we can discuss that. And strives always in the wrong direction. Knowingly, unknowingly, he always wants to walk in the wrong direction. All these are because of mode of ignorance. They think truth to be untruth. Oh my God, I can't believe. Can this real? Can he do like this? Can she do like this? Huh? They think truth to be untruth and accept untruth as truth. In all activities, they simply take the wrong path. If one is taking to a wrong path, yeah, this means intelligence. We may be proud, yeah, we always may think, hey, come on, I am in the mode of goodness. Everyone thinks that I am in the mode of goodness, yeah, because we justify. Oh, Amaki phone, call it. We tend to think, hey, I am always in the mode of goodness. Maybe sometimes in the passion or sometimes in ignorance, but usually, yeah, yeah, we are the other way. Yeah, most of the time we are in the mode of ignorance, unless we really come to this path of learning, understanding systematically, and that is the reason why we need a guru. That is the reason why we need a sadhu. That's the reason why we need Shastra. Yeah, Shastras are anyway there. But what is our capacity to understand the Shastras? I don't know. Parth Prabhu, you're able to join? I think he's flying. But otherwise, yeah, I've sent him a very nice lecture from His Holiness Jayapatak Maharaj, where he emphasizes how to understand um, the role of Shiksha Guru. That is coming in line from a Chaitanya Charitamrita class. Amazing. That is perfect understanding. But how many of us are ready to understand that? Oh, we don't even care. Yeah, why? Because when such a great personalities are speaking, no, we are not there. We don't go. Yeah, okay, coming back. Shastras are anyway there. Yeah, scriptures are abundant, abundant. In fact, library. The other day, Kadam Kanan Maharaj was saying, in a class in Simhachalam, he says he has two libraries. One library he showed that is iPad. He said it's not an iPad, it's a library for me, which means, in fact, the books are there. Yeah, I think even we also have so many books We have so many books in our hand, free, free, free. Everything is free. Huh? In those days, it was the generous contribution of great people that through which we have these books. Now we have everything. We have a lib. If we want, there is a library available. Yeah, sometimes they come as a what do you call, free download, the whole archive. Yeah, you can have a whole archive of books. So Shastras are there, but now comes how to understand the Shastras. What are the qualities that are needed to understand Shastras? We immediately fail there to understand, because the qualifications for that is to come to a platform of goodness. How can we come to that platform of goodness? By hearing to Bhagavad Gita. Again, by reading, we may still have, Maharaj said, yeah, was it yesterday, day before yesterday, the class? To read Bhagavad Gita and understand is very difficult. Rather, when we hear, yeah, because it continuously it continuously challenges. Yeah? Maharaj was saying it was continuously challenging me, because Prabhupada's purports are telling you have to surrender, you have to surrender, you have to surrender. If there is no one who is to whom we can give that accountability, we will not take it serious. We will just take what we can do or what we think we should do, and the whole uh, significance or importance of Bhagavad Gita is just a kind of compromised or neutralized, or yeah. Hmm. So yeah, Shastras itself, yeah, at least for me, cannot just take me there. Shastras help or provide a framework, which means a confidence that everything is there. That confidence is there. We don't have to know anything outside the Shastras. In fact, Lord Krishna is telling everything, all the things that you need to know is in this, and beyond that you don't need to know anything. Why? Because this Bhagavad Gita is Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, Pavitram Param Mangalam. So this is very auspicious. So there is no need to go anywhere. Yeah, sometimes someone may say, "Hey, I want to read about the beautiful conjugal loving pastimes of Radha Krishna." Okay, yeah, all the best. The more you read with the cap of ignorance, what will happen? The more you get more disturbed. The more you get disturbed, then you think, "Hey, is this all what is said in the 10th canto?" And people think, "Oh, worshipable Lord Krishna." No, no question. So the intelligence is covered. Okay, so coming back, Shastras are there, the scriptures are there, which means should give us confidence. We don't have to go anywhere. Now, how to understand them? By hearing from sadhus. Okay, yeah, we have so many sadhus. Every now and then we have a guest speaker coming to our temple. Yeah, sadhus are there. We take their blessings. So nice. Isn't it amazing, right? We get every week we have a new fund of knowledge that we can acquire. Sadhus are there. Why not? Yeah, sadhus are blessing us. Why not? What is happening? Oh, I'm advancing. Yes, why not? But what happens is that when we are hearing from others, still, what is happening is we are taking it on us that we need to make sure what I have understood is right, and what I have understood is right, and what I am going to do is right. So, isn't it? Isn't it that okay? Sadhu who is coming, yeah, he may not have seen us every day. He may not have been. I may not have been in his association every day. So what happens is that if I'm going and asking some advice from some A person, some advice from some B, some C, how do I culminate to understand what is that? Am I now going to fill up the gaps and come up with my own understanding? Yeah. His Holiness Jayapatak Maharaj said, yeah, one can have many Shiksha Gurus where you can gather all these things, but there is one, the main Shiksha Guru in your life who is, you have to cross-check your understanding through him. Yeah, I mean, I can share if someone is interested, can um, to help us understand, and because he is accountable for your advancement. Of course, sadhus are just sharing knowledge as teachers, are sharing knowledge when the questions are coming on the shastras, one is giving, but it is the responsibility of that one Shiksha Guru, whom we connect to, and through him we understand, we harmonize, we assimilate overall, okay, 10 opinions. Now, what is it for me? How do I decide? If we take the independence uh, for our own self, then we are risking again. uh, Rather, we are cross-checking. Okay, I heard from this. What does that mean? What should I do now? Then the guru is explaining, yeah, and then he is advancing. Otherwise, what happens is, okay, uh, yesterday, who was that? Prema Padmini Mataji was saying it will become a preach myself mode where after gathering these things, now I have something, and I think I have an understanding. Okay, let me try it out. Yeah, all the best. So, anyway, so all these come under the mode of ignorance. Uh, our intelligence, we think that we are intelligent because we think that we are in the mode of goodness. We think that we are uh, qualified to make these calls. But yeah, we should always understand there is sadhu, there is, sorry, shastra, sadhu, and guru. Guru plays the most important role in our life. In other words, it is said that, in other words, it is said that when these three things are there, it is the first one should go. If one has any question or doubt, one has to go and approach Guru. Even if Guru may like or not like, even if Guru may chastise or doesn't matter, one should approach a Guru. Again, here, a Diksha Guru, who is obviously a Siksha Guru, is best. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, one should have someone, whoever it is, but should have one Shiksha Guru where they are always open, they are always in a eagerness to learn, always are approaching Guru. Okay, that is the reason. Yeah, if you may have heard Devaki Mataji's session, she says, yeah, Diksha Guru is fine, but Shiksha Guru, Shiksha Guru who is within our vicinities, who is where we can immediately reach at any time. In fact, in one of her books, she clearly highlighted that. So that is one. Okay, if my Shiksha Guru, yeah, again, we can still call it as a Diksha. I mean, this is always sometimes, yeah, the clarity is there. It is there that one, this is what is um, mm, the point. The point is that one should have a guru all the time, and through him, even if he's getting the information, he's again cross-checking through guru, or he doesn't has to gather all this information when guru is already telling. And if one thinks, oh no, the guru may not be knowing everything, oh, that, yeah, it's a big thing. Yeah, we have to be very careful with that, because that's not only a Vaishnava aparad, that is also a Guru aparad. Yeah, yeah. And but then without knowing, how can I accept a guru? Or after I know a person is a guru, I have accepted him, what is the guarantee that he doesn't know? Yeah, all the best here to a very nice class from Gaur Govind Maharaj on this. Yeah, he wants, yeah, that is very dangerous for one's own spiritual advancement. So that is first the guru, and then if guru is not available, this is what it is said that one should approach a brahmana. It is said, yeah, when we say sadhu, yeah, a brahmana, at least, yeah, it means at least we can't just think, yeah, everyone, yeah, sadhu, oh yeah, I accept him as a sadhu. No, it is also that, yeah, he is committing to lead a brahmanical life, at least. Yeah. So that's why it is said, one, if he doesn't know, then why? Because a sadhu, a brahmana, he is doing what? Yajan, yajan, patan, patan. Yeah. So he is absorbed in living a detached life, and he is absorbed in getting, what is this word called? Um, yeah, sadhaka, he's reading scriptures, and he is reading far better than us because he has a clarity of mind, because he's in the mode of goodness, or even, yeah, also absorbed in devotional consciousness. So sadhu, So we are not just thinking, he's a Brahmana now because he got a second initiation. So that's why we can just go. You also have to understand, yeah, how strongly he is positioned and dependent on Krishna. It's almost like sadhu is like sannyas means, oh, there is no question, nothing can shake him. No emotional weaknesses, nothing can shake him. A sadhu, yeah, we are talking about swamis, yeah, we are talking about Goswamis, we are talking about those senior devotees who are completely dedicated their life. Again, what happens after gathering the detail from such sadhu? Still, it is the responsibility. Just like, yeah, for example, what we do when we have a Diksha Guru. Whenever we meet, we say, Maharaj, we did that. Maharaj, we did this. Maharaj, we want to do that. We want. Similarly, yeah, it's not that, okay, I don't have to tell anything that I have heard from a sadhu. Yeah, it's what may happen. No, no. It is said that one again is filter. Yeah, the word that Jayapadak Maharaj used was filtering. Filtering through Shiksha Guru. One has to, whatever knowledge one acquires, it should be filtered through Shiksha Guru so that whatever is not needed, Shiksha Guru is not going to emphasize that. Whatever is needed, Shiksha Guru is going to emphasize that. So that I have book build communities all around the world. Am I still there?
Actually, we lost you for about 30 seconds and now you're back.
No, I'm back. I'm sorry. So I don't know where I got lost. Can you hear me?
I think, yes, I think you were telling about filtering, Shiksha
Yes,
Guru will
the right
filter.
word. I mean, yeah, filtering through Shiksha Guru's guidance is very important, even if we are reading in Shastras or we are hearing from sadhus or seniors. So again, in that seniors, I have just told the hierarchy. Yeah, the first possible is approaching a sadhu who have dedicated their life completely dependent on Krishna, who are taken sannyas. Yeah, the best. The next is those who have dedicated their life full time and have given this all knowledge one can still get, but again it has to go through the filtering of the Shiksha Guru. Anyway, this is the advice that Jayapatak Maharaj gives, and I think uh, I thought of sharing. So Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. Shastra, Sadhu, and Guru. And Shastra, I say, yeah, Prabhupada is there. Prabhupada has given everything. Prabhupada says, I am living in my books, so Prabhupada is there. Yeah, in the same spirit, one may think, hey, Chaitya Guru, Paramatma, Super Soul is anyway in my heart, then why to take shelter of a Guru? Why do I really need to surrender? Guru is needed that we can surrender our independence to him. Otherwise, what we develop is we develop a Mayavadi tendency. Like yesterday, Prema Padmini Mataji, what did she say? Impersonalism. Yeah, we learn from some and then we do not regard him as a guru anymore, and then we do whatever we want. Or maybe didn't I say correctly? Can someone correct me? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Summarized it correctly, Prabhu.
Mhm. Okay. Questions before we close?
Hare Krishna.
Mm.
Just doubt or like just summarizing what the context what I understood. So intelligence is controlling the mind, And intelligence can be categorized with the three modes.
Yeah. Yeah. Intelligence is influenced by the modes of nature. Prakriti kriyamanani gunakarmani sarvasaha. Yesterday we were saying that day. Ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Ahankara is the false ego, the wrapper that is making us to get in. Though the jiva is superior in nature than the prakriti, which is um, inferior, yeah. Soul, the spirit soul is always superior to the nature, but because of the false ego, what is happening is we are giving our hands into the modes of nature, the control in the modes of nature, and the modes of nature has its influence, but what is happening is the intelligence, yeah, has to be mm, checked. Yeah, intelligence has to be checked. So we can't simply say, hey, now if it is only the nature that is the reason why I'm suffering, why should I suffer? Isn't it the modes of nature should suffer? Hmm? If everything is done by, I mean, uh, the thing is that because we have the tendency of doership, we were thinking that has to be corrected. That's why we are suffering. So there is a big correction that has to happen at the root. At the root, the correction, if it's not happening, whatever, you can. Um, there are so many examples in our own lives we come across where people are telling the principal point is not right and everything rest is built. Just like if you want to build a very nice palace, or you know what these days we call villas, but without foundation, you may have a perfect plan. What will happen to the plan?
Cannot be executed.
Yeah, it fails. Yeah, you may have a nice prototype, whatever, but in reality, in prototype also you can show, oh, yeah, you know what, I am going to do this, I am going to do that, this will happen. Just give 6 months time, 1 year time, I'm going to build a nice building, or I'm going to do that thing, this thing. No, it doesn't. Why? Because just mode of passion and ignorance cannot build. Because we have this tendency of doership. That is the core problem of our existence here in this world. That has to be corrected. That is the reason Lord is saying, hey, as soon as you get into the world and you think you're part of the world, yeah, you have to suffer. That suffering, what you invite, you have to face it. Yeah, getting it, Pratik bro? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Seema Mataji also wanted to ask all this. I said, no, this topic we will discuss. Yeah. So yeah, we have to. We can't just. That is the reason. It all depends in what kind of setup or in what kind of framework are we living. Are we getting this regular guidance? Hmm? Are we getting this regular opportunity to learn, to practice? Not only learn, yeah, scriptures are there, but when it comes to how to apply practically, we sometimes get lost. So we need that kind of forum through which we can advance, we can apply that and make our life successful. If we think that with our intellectual cap, if we still have, let me understand more before I do, I think by the time we are um, getting there, it doesn't work, yeah, because yeah, yesterday Prema Padmini Mataji also said it's a parampara. We cannot do it the other way. It is called uh, Avaroha Panta. Avaroha Panta means yeah, coming from top to down, not like what is it called? Aroha. Yeah, in music also, Sa Re Ga Ma is going up and Sa Pa Da Ni Sa and is reaching, and then the other is coming down. So So the same words are used there. Yeah, one is ascending, one is descending. The descending is what is parampara system about. We don't want to do anything messing up our own life. Just like if someone is learning mridanga by himself, or okay, now classic example, harmonium or sitar. Yeah, okay, yeah, we have passion, we haven't. But what happens, the teacher is going to tell, hey, have you ever learned mridanga from someone? If the student is saying yes, then the teacher says, oh, then it becomes more difficult because he has to unlearn what is not really needed. The student has got up into trouble. The same example I told multiple times in the past is I know a colleague who was reading a very fat novel of where I saw a Ram's photo with an arrow as the cover page. I don't remember the author. Some Bengali, some Gupta or Debashish Gupta. Anyway, I don't know. So I asked, "Wow, you have a nice," because he's traveling every day in the morning from home to office. It's a tram journey of half an hour. He's reading such a fat book, and yeah, I said, "Wow, so you should know a lot of Ramayana." He said, "No, this is just a fantasy or fictitious, not fantasy, fictitious version of Ramayana." I was shocked. Then when will you understand the real Ramayana when you already have so much of this understanding? Okay, thank you. Other questions? No. Then yeah, wish you a very successful week ahead and see us next week. Anyway, from tomorrow we are having Nityam Bhagavad Seva. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरे कृष्ण